جان ہے کراتا، یہی یزیدیت کے ہے فرق کو بتاتا، کوئی چومتا ہے آ کر، کوئی چومتا ہے آ کر، کوئی جلا رہا ہے، عباس علم تیرا مقتل سے آ رہا ہے۔ اور یہ میرے مولا عباس علیہ السلام کی ایک خاصیت، آپ ان سے جو بھی مانگیں کبھی دعا رد نہیں ہوتی۔ مشکل کشا کا بیٹا کرتا ہے یوں فیاضی، کچھ مانگ کر تو دیکھو دیتا ہے میرا غازی، ہے ہاتھ علم پر جو ہے، ہاتھ علم پر جو غازی بلا رہا ہے، عباس علم تیرا مقتل سے آ رہا ہے، معصوم کی جان پر یہ کیا ظلم ہوا دیکھو، مر جائے نا سکینہ عباس ذرا دیکھو، اصغر کی پیاس ہرمل، اصغر کی پیاس ہرمل کیسے بجھا رہا ہے، عباس علم تیرا مقتل سے آ رہا ہے، دیتی تھی دلاسے میں آئے گا ابھی پانی، سب مل کے دعا مانگو غازی کی ہو جوانی، تیری وفا کی باتیں، تیری وفا کی باتیں سب کو سنا رہا ہے، ممنون تیرا ہوں میں لکھنا سکھا دیا ہے، سجاد کو اس قابل مولا بنا دیا ہے، تیری وفا کی باتیں، تیری وفا کی باتیں سب کو سنا رہا ہے، عباس علم تیرا مقتل سے آ رہا ہے۔ تمام مومنین سے تماس ہے، میرے ایک انکل ہے سید محسن عباس، ان کا ریسنٹلی انتقال ہوا ہے، بڑے مومن آدمی تھے، مولا پنجتن پاک ان کو جوار رحمت میں جگہ عطا فرمائے، ان کی فیملی کو صبر کرنے کی تلقین عطا فرمائے، برائے خوشنودی محمد و آل محمد صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم۔ صلوات پڑھیں۔ ہو گئے ہاتھ قلم مشق بچائی نہ گئی، ہو گئے ہاتھ قلم
بچائی نہ گئی، پیاس سکا سے سکینہ کی بجھائی نہ گئی، پیاس سکا سے سکینہ کی بجھائی نہ گئی، جانے کیا کہہ گیا بھائی سے علمدار جری، جانے کیا کہہ گیا بھائی سے علمدار جری، لاش عباس کی سرور سے اٹھائی نہ گئی، لاش عباس کی سرور سے اٹھائی نہ گئی، لاش اندھیرے میں سکینہ کی تھی محتاج کفن، لاش اندھیرے میں سکینہ کی تھی محتاج کفن، شمع تک شام کے زندہ میں جلائی نہ گئی، شمع تک شام کے زندہ میں جلائی نہ گئی، کربلا سے ہے بہت دور سکینہ کا مزار، کربلا سے ہے بہت دور سکینہ کا مزار، آج تک باپ سے بیٹی کی جدائی نہ گئی، آج تک باپ سے بیٹی کی جدائی نہ گئی، ختم ہے سید سجاد پہ یہ طرز و جفا، ختم ہے سید سجاد پہ یہ طرز و جفا، پھر امامت کبھی کانٹوں پہ चलाई न गई, फिर इमामत कभी कांटों पे चलाई न गई। बाजुए शाह में एक तीर था, हाथ उठ न सके। बाजुए शाह में एक तीर था, हाथ उठ न सके। लाश असगर की कलेजे से लगाई न गई। लाश असगर की कलेजे से लगाई न गई। चलो।
Day to hear my respected elders, brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum. Just a few announcements here as we approach the remainder of the week. Last time I was here, I was mentioning that we have secured, for those who are not here, for Ashura Day, for the Ashura Amal, we're going to be down the street here at Temple Bethel. It's the Jewish synagogue. It's across from the Springhouse Middle School. It's about a half a mile from here, right here on Springhouse Road. We'll be gathering there at 10 o'clock in the morning for the start of the Amal. And we'll conclude by about 12 o'clock. I believe the Amal is about 2 hours. Following the Amal, I mentioned that because the opportunity presented itself, that we would pursue doing a julus following the Amal. And what that means basically, we have a procession from Temple Bethel to Asbury Church. Now, that did require a permit, and the permit with South Whitehall Township takes about 90 days to get approved. But alhamdulillah, with everyone's support that evening, and through the grace and obviously for his. So I will send out the details of how this will work. Now, I know some may not be attending the Amal in the morning. I may be arriving here late. So the way this will work is if you're arriving for the Amal, you will park at Temple Bethel. All right, they have a parking lot, you will park there. And for those of you arriving later, I ask that you come and park here. Now, there is a camp that's going on, as you can see here, which finishes about 12:30 here at the church. But you're okay to park your cars and then walk down. Again, it's a half mile, so it's about less than 10 minutes to walk. We're going to assemble in the Temple Bethel parking lot. And we have a limited time. So we have from 12:30 to 1 o'clock to finish our procession. The police basically will block off the streets for us. And the way it will work is not going to close the road. The road will still be active. There'll be people driving up and down Springhouse Road, which is a busy road. But because there's no sidewalk, what they will do is they've agreed to put pylons, cones. And we have to walk inside that area that they open for us, so no one gets, obviously we don't even get hurt as people are driving by. There will be police present as well. At the synagogue, we will have armed guards. Again, that is a requirement at the synagogue for their program, so we'll have them. And I may ask them to also help us or escort us down here and guard us as we're making our way. I don't want anybody to bother any of our members as we're doing this again. I'm expecting around 200 plus members, community members participating in this. So again, will draw attention. So I want to make sure that we're guarded and protected during that time as we're making our way from the parking lot. Now, we do have to leave Temple Bethel on time. So as soon as the Amal is over, we're going to gather and assemble and prepare at the Temple Bethel parking lot. And then by 12:30, 12:35 at the latest, we're going to make our way here to Asbury Church. All right, and we'll map out the directions and everything where to go. But again, it's half a mile. It's about an 11 to 12-minute walk. And then once we get here, we'll conclude our julus here in the parking lot at the thing. Now, if you are parking at Temple Bethel and coming early for the Amal, as soon as we're done with the procession, you need to go get your car. They have a program that evening, that afternoon, so we have to clear the parking lot. So make sure that you go pick up your car. We can have some carpools taking people back to collect their cars, but you will need to do that immediately after, and then bring your cars here to Asbury. Okay, so inshallah, I'll put the details in the email, and as well, we'll need volunteers to help us. I encourage young and old who wish to help us volunteer to mobilize everybody, and as well, keep everybody on track or on the path that we're supposed to walk on. We'll need help. So if you're able to help, please let myself, Brother Ali, or Brother Shane know, and that way we'll note, who the volunteers are. And we'd appreciate, like I said, as much help as we can get. Now, the other thing I need to mention is that you see all these decorations here. It's out of our hands, okay? You can see behind here, there are things covered under the black. You may or may not know what they are. It's better that you don't know. But they were decorations and we cannot, unfortunately, move them. So what we did was, I spoke to them this morning, and they did give us the permission to cover those items. And that's how we're going to continue. We can't do anything about what's in the hallway. That is what it is. It's just unfortunate that their big event coincided with our, the first usher for us. So inshallah, next year, we'll have a better mechanism in place to plan. That way they're doing their thing outside of the time that we're doing ours during the day, right? A few other things, the ladies program, I believe Sister Nergis put out a note this afternoon that the start time is going to change to 4:30 this week. This way, there's less of a gap between the end of the ladies program and the start of our program at 7 p.m. All right. Now, what I do ask and what I've been told is the ladies have to stay inside the worship center. Again, as you saw today, there's a lot of activity here that's going on at the same time. All right. So kindly ask all the ladies. I know it's tough to stay in one place for so long, but if you can stay in the worship center and then make your way to the gymnasium at 7 o'clock. We don't want people in the hallways roaming around or collecting themselves in different spots. So please stay inside the worship center. The other thing is, if it's not something that we are explicitly serving on one of our tables with one of our volunteers, it's not ours. All right? There have been a few of our members that have been drinking the Keurig coffee. That does not belong to us, brothers and sisters. So please, Keurig coffee really is not that good. I had a machine, I replaced it. I highly recommend using the Dunkin' Donuts on Cedar Crest Boulevard. And if you do go, I like my coffee medium, hot, cream to Splenda. And I smile more when I drink coffee. So if you don't mind picking me up one. But that's the best place to get coffee. There's no eating, no food allowed in this sanctuary. This is a worship hall. It is their sacred space. Just like our sacred space, we didn't allow food. There's no food allowed in here. And as well, I think I mentioned this in the month of Ramadan. The only thing that they've allowed us to bring in here are water bottles. So no coffee, no soda, no juice in this room. If you do have it, please go outside and drink it, meaning outside there, not outside in the hallways or the gymnasium, please, right? I spent, and you can ask the members of the committee, I spent a lot of time putting out fires here, all right? At least 2, 3 a week. I get comments, I get phone calls, I get nasty emails about silly things that we do, right? Completely avoidable, right? But I need everybody's help to do that. We have a long way to go still till our mosque is finished, all right? There is no better place than this. I did look into a warehouse at a cost of about $35,000 a month, okay? They're not cheap. So that's not a feasible option, and it's just dirt and walls. There's no lights, there's no carpet, there's no bathrooms. We gotta fix all that, right? We will not find a better place than this. And they've been very accommodating, all right? So please, I ask everybody to please cooperate and make sure that we are minding this place as if it was our own, okay? The other thing is we have caught people vaping in this room. I don't know why we're doing that. Okay? Goes beyond my comprehension why anybody, and I have strong words, I can't use them on this mic, why anybody would do that. Why would you vape in here or in this building? Go outside, there's a designated spot for smoking and vaping. We're also not following that. And again, I got a comment this afternoon when I was here talking to them about putting the black thoughts up behind me, that your people are not smoking at the designated area. All right? They did that for our convenience. What's going on with the sound? You guys cutting me off? We need batteries. All right. Now, see, you're forcing me to speak loud. Can everybody still hear me? All right. I don't like doing this because then people think I'm yelling when I talk loud. I'm not yelling, right? So, again, smoking, please smoke at the designated areas. They see everything, all right? They did that for us, putting that station out there. They didn't have that there, all right? So it took a lot to get them to do that, all right? Don't walk to the corner of the street. Don't go around the corner of the building. They see everything. There are these cameras. You can see them. They're everywhere, all right? I have to hear about it. This is why I talk about putting out fires. Okay, so let's go to the right spots to do this. Otherwise, they will take that smoking section away and we're back to no smoking on premises. All right. The other thing this week that's very important that I need to bring to everyone's attention is that the World Federation, for those of you who don't know what the World Federation is, we can explain it to you. It's basically our global umbrella for all our Shia, Quraysh Shia mosques around the globe, in Africa, in Pakistan, in India, in the US, and in Europe. All right, and all the Jamaats in concert are going to be doing this on Ashura night and Ashura day. Thank you. So what we're asked to do is a census. And if you heard me last year, I was talking about us having to do a census here of our community as well. All right, that's to give us a count for who's in our community so we can plan, organize better. Our decisions then become data-centric. And the other thing is we're putting a new system which will enhance not just communications with our member body in our community, but as well allow it to bring things back like electronic receipts, which are real-time, meaning you make the donation, we book it, and you can see it real-time on your phone or on your computer, as well as planning for other things, which I'll mention shortly. Right? So we held that, we delayed that because we knew this World Federation initiative was coming. It's just we didn't have the dates. But they have chosen this year, Ashura night and Ashura day, to do that, being that we can get a full head count, because many individuals within our community will only come out on Ashura day, right? So I need another set of volunteers. I'm going to ask the young sisters as well as the young brothers. We need to put tables out here around the center, up and down, and I need you manning those stations and helping me, making sure everybody completes the census. Now, what we've done, the World Federation's, I guess in most places, are going to be doing like paper ballots or paper whatever census forms. Ours is electronic. It's been ready now for over a year and a half. It's electronic. We're just adding the information that the World Federation is looking for, which is a head count by age. Now, we're going to ask you for your exact age. We're going to ask for age brackets like 5 to 10, 11 to 15, and so on. Okay. The other information that we're collecting here for our Jamaat, which is going to be very essential, is your latest contact information, your mailing address, your email addresses, and your phone numbers. Okay, that's very important for the new system we're putting in, as well as I mentioned things that we're planning. Right? One of the biggest things that we're planning, I'm not talking about it tonight because it's a big night and I know we need to move on to the lecture, but one of the things that we're going to be announcing very shortly is the establishment of our Islamic school and putting the foundational pieces for that to happen by the time our mosque opens. But to have a school, we need to make sure we have people. It has to be feasible. You can't open a school for 5 kids. It's not madrasa, right? A school is a continuous, perpetual thing. Once we start it, we continue, we don't stop it, right? But we need to make sure that it is feasible to operate. Now, the model I'm going to introduce, which will be after these 12 nights, gets us going on that path. Again, I'm not going to get into detail, but we are going to start something now, all right, that will build up over time to once we are able to actually open a full-time live Islamic school. That is the goal. All right. If you've heard the lectures around, many scholars have been talking about the importance of setting up this Islamic school. It's very essential in the climate that our kids are growing up in today to have that. All right. So we are pursuing that here as well. Okay. So please, brothers and sisters, I'm going to send out the email tonight for the census. You can fill it out electronically. We'll have stations and computers set up the remainder of this week through Saturday, and we'll be asking people if they filled it out, and we'll verify. So if you say yes, they will check to make sure that we did receive your submission. Again, it's very important. All right, so please, I ask for everybody's cooperation with this. It allows us to do things better and plan as well, much better than we are able to do so today. And the final thing is I'll ask is that, again, the Muharram Supper Fund is very important. The donations, to be very honest, are very quiet this year so far. I don't know because you can't find us or the link is broken online. I'm not sure. But I'm asking all families to contribute, those who are here, $350. Again, all amounts accepted. So if you can't do $350, it's okay. Donate what you can. And those of you who are more blessed, again, everything comes from above. This is passive, right? If you can donate more, please do so, right? And lastly, let's remember our brother Bashir and all our brothers and sisters who are suffering any calamities with Amma Yujibu. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Amma Yujibu Mustara Izada'ahu Yakshipusu. Amma Yujibu Mustara Izada'ahu Yakshipusu. Amma yujibu mustara idha da'ahu wa yakshifusu. Amma yujibu mustara idha da'ahu wa yakshifusu. Amma yujibu mustara idha da'ahu wa yakshifusu. And let's remember our departed souls with the Surah Fatiha.
MashaAllah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi as-sami'il alim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi alladhi la yablughu midhatahu al-qailun wa la yuhsi na'ma'ahu al-'addun ولا يؤدي حقه المجتهدون الذي ليس لصفته حد محدود ولا نعت موجود ولا وقت معدود ولا أجل ممدود ثم الصلاة والسلام والتحية والإكرام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا وحبيب قلوبنا وطبيب نفوسنا وشفيع ذنوبنا العبد المؤيد والرسول المسدد المصطفى الأمجد المحمود الأحمد حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المظلومين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس
وطهرهم تطهيرا واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من أول يوم ظلمهم إلى لقاء يوم الدين أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في محكم كتابه الحكيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لقد كان لكم في رسول الله أسوة حسنة صلوات please صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. Alhamdulillah that He has enabled us to gather here tonight and commemorate the mention of Muhammad and Ali Muhammad, which is one of the best provisions to take from this world. I want to touch base on last night's topic, and inshallah we will complete it tonight. I chose the topic as raising kids and balancing between marriage, career, and religion. So basically how, especially ladies, they are facing a harder challenge to balance between career and family life, to be exact, married life. To see that, remember we have aqaid and then we have practical part, we call fiqh. In aqaid, we need only theory. We can most of the times educate ourselves without external help. That's why there's no taqleed in aqidah. But in practical part, because it has to do with physical actions, we need an example. We need a role model. And role model's benefit is quickly that it kind of personifies, puts a human face for what I want to do and makes it easy for me to understand. Okay, Maslan Salah. Suppose I was never exposed to offering Salah. It was just written in the book, just description. Could I do it exactly as we do when we saw Rasulullah offering Salah and teaching us, no, this is how you say Takbiratul Ihram, this is how you bow to Ruku, this is how you do Sajda, this is how you ila akhir. Look, everything became so easy. And then that sunnah of Rasulullah was revived and repeated and inculcated in the minds of people through all the ages, especially for us Shias, 260 years continuous under the supervision of a Masoom. We know Masoom. Masoom means who does not make any mistake in receiving the message, who does not make any mistake in understanding it, and finally does not make any mistake in delivering it to people. So having said that, how to balance between career, or how to pursue career living in this part of the world and having a healthy marriage, and especially to have a family, especially to have good career in a combination is maybe quite feasible, but to maintain this balance throughout the lifespan, that's much harder. Remember the hadith of Imam Baqir and Imam Sadiq alayhi salam? Salli ala Muhammad. Al-ibqa'u ala al-amal ashaddu min al-amal. To maintain a good initiative, you took a good initiative, started doing something good, to maintain, to always keep on doing it rightly, correctly, in the way which is desired and required, is much, much harder, honestly. Today, I see somebody working out in the gym. I was passing by. I love to work out. Oh, who doesn't want to release that energy? But to come every day, that's a different story. Simple as that. And many people, when they see something happening once, they commit, they love, oh, I want to have that, I want to do that. But when it comes to commitment, determination, discipline, because you got to do that every time and you got to do it right, that is where we have issue. And this is what we're going to discuss today. And the personality I have chose is Fatima Zahra Sayyidatu Nisa'i Ahlil Jannah. Any lady in life, they must go through at least 3 stages. My mothers and my sisters, please pay attention. If I could somehow communicate this message today, I hope it will make it much, much easier for all of us. Remember, Janab Sayyida is not a role model only for ladies. She is a role model for men as well, as per a hadith of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. So if you look at a lady's stages of life, steps of life, phases of life, number 1, she's a daughter. When she gets married, she's a wife. And now when Allah blesses them with children, she becomes a mother. So she wears different hats. We're going to touch based on 3 of them: daughter, wife, and mother. Let's see how was the Sirah Mubarakah of Janab Sayyida as a daughter. We know that when she was about 5 years of age, she earned the title, the kunya, Ummu Abiha. You know what Ummu Abiha means? Mother of her father. How was that? She, with her small, masoom hands, when Rasulullah used to come home tired from tabligh and listening to the taunt and listening to the satire of mushrikeen in Makkah, broken heart, he used to reach home and he used to see Bibi Sayyida, all of his sorrow, all of his weariness, all of his stress will disappear. And Bibi Sayyida will, take his head into her small lap and she will just wipe in such a way that he will forget everything. He gave the Sayyida the kunya, you are the mother to your father. You show such love and such compassion as a mother will do to me. Salawat on them both. Salli Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. Pay attention. In Surah Mubarakah Anbiya, how did Allah introduce our Holy Prophet? He said he introduced other prophets. But when it came to our Prophet, one attribute Allah focuses, and that is, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. You are nothing but mercy. Mercy, mercy, mercy. Rahmat for all of the world. And then Rasulullah says what? When you get a ni'mat, I'm translating the hadith. Ni'mat demands a shukr. You must pay thanks to Allah Jalla Shanu for his ni'mat. But when it's a rahmat, a grant, a gift, grant does not need any shukr. That is the difference between ni'mat and rahmat. Blessing and grant. I'm translating grant as rahmat. Why grant? Because it's substituteless. Ni'mat had shukr against it, right? Allah says, وَإِذْ تَأَذَّنَ رَبُّكُمْ لَإِنْ شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. I proclaim as your Lord. When I bless you, I give you ni'mat, you must pay thanks to me. وَإِنْ كَفَرْتُمْ, and if you are ungrateful, كُفْرَانِ نِعْمَتَ agar kiya, إِنَّ عَذَابِي لَشَدِيدٌ. Indeed, my punishment is severe. Na shukre ke liye. Somebody who is ungrateful, my punishment is harsh for them. Okay, so Bibi Sayyida is not ni'mat. She is a rahmat. Rasulullah said what? The daughter is a rahmat, mercy of Allah for father and for mother. What do I mean? I mean Sayyida is the personality, rather the great personality, who is the rahmat, rahmatan lil alameen. Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajam. And let's investigate how did she do as wife. Quran says, "Ar-rijalu qawwamuna 'ala an-nisa." Men are guardians of, custodians of ladies. They take care of them. فَالصَّالِحَاتُ قَانِتَاتٌ حَافِظَاتٌ. And the righteous ladies, wives, they are protectors. Bima, what Allah has required, honor and possessions of her husband. They protect they guard their modesty and they protect the possessions of their husband. This is the set role by Allah Jalla Sha'anu for wives. What did Rasulullah say about it? Look at the honor our Holy Prophet gave to ladies, ladies of the whole entire world. Man tazawwaja faqad ahraza nisfa dinihi. Whoever gets married, he guards, he protects half of his religion. How much is this slice? Half means 50%. Already assured, guaranteed, is protected, lies with my wife. Yeah. All I gotta do is, Rasulullah, falyattaqi. Now be careful, be watchful about the other half. Just protect the other half, keep it up. The other half will be taken care of by your wife. What do I mean? I need to explain. When the Lashkar's armies, Mushrikeen, joined hand with the locals of Medina, especially those Munafiqeen, they all gathered. As Allah Jalla Sha'anu mentions, إِذْ جَاءُوكُمْ, when they came towards you from your above, your beneath, from your right, from your, I mean, every direction they came to crush you. And this was the plan that this now will, according to their view, this evil of Islam is spreading and spreading and spreading. Let nip this evil in the bud, let crush and kill everyone, even kids. That was the plan of Abu Sufyan, that we will not leave a single nafs alone. We'll kill them. That was the plan. And Allah says what? That your hearts arrived up to here. You are so scared. هنالك ابتلي المؤمنون وزلزلوا زلزالا شديدا. Their mu'mineen were tested and they were really shaken hard. زلزلے کی طرح لرزا دیے گئے تھے وہ. When Allah is saying this, بلغت القلوب الحناجر, when your hearts came up to your jugglers. What do I mean by that? There was a very renowned warrior known as Amr ibn Abd Wad Amiri. He used to be counted as one against 1,000 warriors. And he had openly challenged all of the Muslims. We know the trench was dug around Medina. He crossed that trench. One man, and physically, every Muslim companion those days, I mean, all of the Ummah was sitting right there. Lashkar of Rasulullah. And he goes really insulting, crosses the limits even. You don't have one man to come face me. You don't have one man among you. And Rasulullah is astaghfirullah now. He says, who among you can shut his mouth off? No one gets up. Only one man gets up. Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. Ya Rasulallah, ana lahu. Allow me. Says, no, Ya Ali, today no. You sit down. And thrice he asks, no one accepts the invitation of Amr ibn Abd Wud. Imam Ali gets up. While Imam is leaving after lots of protocols, we have lots of stories and a hadith here. His preparation by Rasulullah, putting Rasulullah's amama on his holy head, giving him his armor, sword, and then doing dua when he's leaving. And then he makes a comment. He says, Baraz al-imanu kulluhu ila shirke kulleh. Total faith, kulleh iman, has departed to go and meet kulleh shirk. You know, what does that mean? Kulleh iman versus kulleh shirk. Who said that? An ordinary person? An alim? A companion of Rasulullah? No. God's messenger himself, that Ali is kulle iman. This is what I wanted to use. When Imam Ali is kulle iman, and Rasulullah just declared in Quran, declared that the wives are the protectors and guardians and keepers of nisf iman. So that means Janab Sayyida is the muhafiz of nisf iman of kulle iman. Are you paying attention? This is the rank of Janab Sayyida. And let's ask Rasulullah to just give you a gauge. You know, it's sometimes so hard to gauge for me, Ya Ali, how much is Kulle Iman? How big is Kulle Iman? How long is Iman? And I mean, show me something tangible so I can, educate myself. There comes a beauty of hadith. Rasulullah says, Lao, if, I go with the translation, if these, heavens, samawat wal ard, heavens, earth, they are put in one hand of a scale. And Iman Ali ibn Abi Talib in the other hand of the scale. La rujjaha Iman Ali ibn Abi Talib ala samawati wal ard. Faith of Ali will outweigh the weight of all the skies and earth. Yeah. Now we have about a standard. Now we have about a measure. How heavy is the Iman of our Iman? All these heavens we see above us and earth, they don't stand alone. The Iman of Imam Ali, not Imam himself. Please pay attention. This is just about his faith, his Iman. Iman billah, Iman bil Rasulullah. Not all of Imam himself, his knowledge, his taqwa. Taqwa, you know what? Taqwa is the maybe most important attribute of Imams and Anbiya and everybody else. Let me come back. This is the weight of Imam. And Janab Sayyida is not the holder of half of that weighty Mubarak Iman. She also carries her own Iman. This is Fatima Zahra. Her own Iman plus half of Kulle Iman. Are you feeling? Ruhi lahal fida. I'll move on. As a mother, quickly, I want to derive some very important lessons. That's why I'm giving you this. As a mother, we all know Rasulullah said what? Al-Jannatu tahta aqdami ummahatikum. Your paradise, my paradise, all of our paradise lies under the feet of our blessed and respected and honored mothers. Look how much veneration Islam gave to ladies. Our beloved Prophet, his own daughter. And he's not an ordinary person. He's Sayyidul Anbiya wal Mursaleen, Sayyidul Awwaleen wal Akhirin. When Janab Sayyida will enter him, he will get up from his place. Now, was he doing that just for a daughter, or was it the apostle of Allah raising when Bibi Fatima will arrive? You ask people who claim to be, let's say, followers, exact followers of Sunnah of Rasulullah. It is the Sunnah of our beloved messenger. Whenever Janab Sayyida will arrive, Rasulullah will stand up. He will kiss her hand and make her sit on his own Abba, on his own place. This much veneration, and I gave them this respect till the day of judgment. This is how Islam's viewpoint is. This is what is the standpoint, we want to call perspective of Islam when it comes to honoring the ladies. Because ladies are the one who produce, who educate our generations. If it were not for them, astaghfirullah, the Nasl-e Insani will end. Everything will come to an end. Moving on, as a mother, Rasulullah says that our paradise lies under the feet of our mothers. Who are Hassanain, let's say, sons of Bibi Sayyida? Al-Hassanu wal-Husainu Sayyiday Shababi Ahlil Jannah. These two are the masters of youth of paradise. What do I mean? Janab Sayyida is that greatest lady, that greatest mother who holds the honor to hold the paradise of masters of paradise under her feet. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Will Imam Hassan mind? Will Imam Hussein mind that my paradise is under the feet of Janab Siddiqa Kubra Salamullahi? Now they'll say, I'm venerated, I'm honored to be son to Janab Siddiqa Kubra Salamullahi alayha. Any man on the face of this earth, he should never mind. Now I'm going to start collecting the hard work I did. Now I want to draw some, results. I want to give you a message. If I could communicate, ladies, their job is very hard, especially in this part of the world. And now it's almost becoming everywhere. I was born in Pakistan. Even there, many ladies now work. Many of them, they have to work. Even here, you have to work. A quick masala. If it's only, let's say, household is run by mother, it's wajib onto them. Otherwise, the nafaqa, it's wajib onto father. But suppose, let's say, he cannot make it alone, he cannot do it. Rent and groceries are so expensive, especially in Canada, let's say. Many now come to me. And I've seen people that never worked in their entire life, ladies, and now they are forced to. Because of this high interest rate, they have to pay their high mortgage and they have to support themselves. Now, Islam, look at the beauty and flexibility of Islam. Islam gives us such flexible principles. Islam says, keep your modesty, you are free to work. Go ahead. Rather, when it becomes a necessity, you must work. How could we have, how could it be better than this? Otherwise, look, if it was a man-made religion, whose thoughts were just limited to that very age when this religion was developed. Now, I'm just trying to give you an example. Allah created us, He knows past, He knew that day, present, and He knew future, right? So He sets rules in such a way which befit any era we live in, which befit any situation we might come up with. This is the beauty of Islam. Anyways, Islam is not just, a man's beard or a lady's headscarf. Not only people that think that Islam is that I offer salah, I fast, though these things, they make up Islam. La ilaha illallah, astaghfirullah, let me just calm down. It should not be misconstrued. I don't mean to deny the importance. Rather, these things are essentials of Islam. They gather up, we garner them and they become Islam. But remember, the essence of Islam is our proper mindset. Our soul and our mind, number one, when they acknowledge the truth. And two, when they show behavior according to that truth. Al-Islam, how do we say? Al-Islamu iqrarun bil-lisani wa amalun bil-arkan. We acknowledge with our tongue, this is Islam, Rasulullah says. And we display it, we put it in description to our actions. If those actions, they don't meet my claim, I say La ilaha illallah. You know what Tawheed means? Yeah, Ali, I didn't mean to say this, but as it has come, let me explain in 1 or 2 minutes. When I recite La ilaha illallah, meaning there's only one God, I serve that very one God only, no one else. Before anyone else other than God, my nafs, I hate you, me, I hate you. You're no one, my God is everything. Because you are my first and foremost enemy. Remember, shaitan is about 10 steps away. First of all, it's our nafs. Secondly, when that nafs changes different stages, becomes ego. Then that nafs becomes ujub and all those stages in ilm akhlaq you might have heard. But point, when I say La ilaha illallah, that should be reflecting in my conduct. لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ أَمَلًا. Put that line here. Allah wants to see who is best among you in conduct. That is the purpose of your creation. I want to see how good you are, how tough you are, how big of a guy you are. In our today's language, right? Okay. And if my conduct is contrary to my claim, I say La ilaha illallah, and my amal is astaghfirullah against this kalma. I'm not a complete muwahhid. I'm lacking the amal. And I'll be questioned for that. Why were you claiming, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, Quran Kareem, Surah Mubarak, Asaf, just one before Jummah. Lima taquluna ma la taf'alun. Why do you say something you don't do? At least be man enough. Don't say what you don't do. Why that, Ya Allah? To save the honor of Islam, to save the face of Islam. Because when you will see a bad guy doing something wrong, some evil act, people will say Islam is like this. Well, Islam has nothing to do with my action. It's my personal action. I did it with my choice. I preferred it to do this way. And I went against Islam. Now, this is Islam, to keep the faith of Islam. We think right. We think what is fair, what is correct. Whatever a person, let's say, when they're speaking the truth, a mu'min surah Zumur, he must follow the truth, because we are the followers of Imam al-Haq. And Allah ordained Haq to obey Ali. Whichever way Ali turned, Haq must turn that way. And likewise, the followers of Imam Ali. Imam Ali described it practically for us in Masjid al-Qiblatain. When Rasulullah turned his direction, Imam Ali turned his direction. Likewise, the Shia, when Imam changes direction, we change our direction. If we are not changing, so we are not conforming with Imam. Are you paying attention? Please have a samah. I think I said almost complete Islam. That is complete Islam, dear brothers and sisters. It's how we perceive things, how we think of everything we do in life. I do everything because Allah told me to, because this is how Rasulullah did. This is how Janab Sayyidah did. This is how Imam Hussain did. This is what they said. These are the instructions which came to me. That's why I do that way. That very way. Regardless of I like it or I dislike it, I prefer it or I don't prefer it, I prefer it, but this is that mindset, that sense of submission. Now we know why the word Islam means submission. To submit, okay, I have no choice of my own. This does not mean blindly following. My aql acknowledges, yeah, what I'm being told, it makes lots of sense. When Janab Sayyidah can do, let me give thee the result. Ayman, niece of Rasulullah. She comes to visit Janab Sayyidah. She says, I arrived. Please pay attention. Maybe I'm going to go a little fast now. How to put it in practice is my intention. How Janab Sayyidah, that collection of being daughter, wife, and mother, she personified it. Janabi Ayman Radwanullahi alayha says, I came to see my Mawlati Fatima Zahra. I saw she was sleeping beside her handmill. But I was horrified what I saw. Okay, what did she see? She says that I saw the handmill moving by itself without anyone moving it. And I saw Janab Sayyidah sleeping and Imam Hussain was in his cradle, and I saw the cradle swinging like somebody is making it swing without seeing anybody. And then I saw, this is maybe today's like very common for us, nothing, but back those days, Ayman was scared. He saw a hand, a physical hand, beside the hand of Janab Sayyidah doing tasbih of Allah Jalla Shan. She is scared, she runs back to Rasulullah. Goes directly to Rasulullah in his cell, in his hujra. Ya Rasulullah, I have a question. I saw something really strange. So I said, calm down. Yeah, Ayman, calm down. Everything is okay, it's fine. She has seen something she never noticed. Ya Rasulullah, I've seen something I can't even explain. Okay, what did you see, Ayman? Tell me. He says, Ya Rasul, she explains, I saw Fatima Salamullahi alayha sleeping, a hand doing tasbih besides her hand, just nearby her hand, the handmill moving by itself, and Mahd Hussain moving by itself. Mahd means cradle of Imam Hussain, swinging by itself. Rasulullah smiles at her. Now I have a salawat, I give you exact word of hadith. It's a beauty. Salli ala محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرج. Say, يا أم أيمن اعلمي أن فاطمة الزهراء صائمة وهي متعبة وجائعة والزمان قيد. The days are so hot. Ayman, my daughter Fatima is fasting and she is tired and she is mutaiba, tired. What was the third word? Yeah, she's hungry. Ja'i', ju', bhuk se lazim aata hai na. She's going through this trial of being a mother, grinding grains for her children, and she's fasting, worshiping Allah at exactly the same time, and now she's tired. Allah notices it. Rasulullah says, Allah makes her sleep, sends naum unto her, makes her sleep. But Rasulullah explains the character of Janab Sayyida. What is that quality? Rasulullah says, my daughter Fatima never, ever gives up tasbih of Allah Jalla Shanu. And Allah does not like a gap in the lifespan of Sayyida without his dhikr. So he appointed a very dignitary angel to go and do my tasbih on behalf of Fatima while she sleeps and have some rest. Allah. Allah. Sallallahu. Ali Muhammad, I guarantee you anytime, any hadith I reported to you, you need a reference, please come see me. I'll be more than happy, as I've given to many of you. Now the next part. He said that because if Hussein is left alone, he will wake up his mother. So Allah appointed a second angel. Go serve my Hussein. Yeah, I'm translating it quickly. And third one, go and grind grains for them. You play the handmill and rotate it. Now, Bibi Ayman, she helps us so much. May Allah bless her soul and raise her ranks with her master Rasulullah and Ahlul Bayt. She asks a key question. Ya Rasulullah, man ittahan? Who is that angel who was grinding the grains? Waman yahussu mahdal Hussein? Which angel was swinging the cradle of Imam Hussein, and which one was doing tasbih on behalf of Fatima? Rasulullah smiles again and says, the angel, rather, with due respect, the angel who was grinding for Fatima's family was who? Jibreel Amin alayhi salam. Are you paying attention? Remember in first majlis I said, if Allah allowed, I would give you this beauty, this magnificent highest rank of the daughter of Rasulullah, that the Amina Wahi, Allah puts that honor and highly ranked angel to go serve, not to be Fatima, about like 2.5 years old, our blessed Imam Hussein alayhi salam. This is the rank of Ahlul Bayt. هم أهل بيت النبوة ومعدن الرسالة. Risalah comes out of his house. It's not that people relate them to Rasul. No. Allah relates a parcel of him to this household. This is what it means. معدن الرسالة. And this was manifested where? In Mubahala. When I said Zamakhshari, Kashaf, the Tafsir Kashaf, he's founder of Tafsir near our brother. And he is Baba Tafsir. Jarullah Zamakhshari, a beautiful tafsir. I love it. Though he's a Sunni, I love it. Masterpiece. He mentions there. He says that Rasulullah when came out, he was holding the hand of Imam Hassan. He was carrying Imam Hussein alayhi salam. I have a question. Ya Rasulullah, Mubahala, you were commanded to go and take them. Normally seen, elders, they will give their finger to the boy, youth, girl, whatever, to hold their finger. Why are you holding the arm of Imam Hassan? He will reply, today, it's not that Hassan needs me. I need Hassan. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. What do I mean? Muhammad, what do I mean is, today it's not that Imamat is being walked by Risalat. Risalat is in desperate need of Imam. This is what exactly means. And if one may have, an enemy of Imam Hussein, Yazid and his associate used to astaghfirullah, abuse Ahlul openly on the member. One could say, well, Imam Hussein was just a baby. If Bibi Sayyida was carrying, our mother could not leave the baby at home, so she was carrying Imam Hussein. It was not that he was called as abna'ana. Are you paying attention? Rasulullah, by carrying Hussein, is proclaiming, oh, all of the world, today Muhammad Rasulullah needs Hussein. That's why I am carrying Hussein. Otherwise, he could have easily handed him over to the Holy Mother of Hussein. Are you paying attention? This is family setup. I had an intention. Listen, Rasulullah could have gone alone. 100%. Not a single Muslim you will find that if alone Rasulullah had done bad dua, call for curse. Liars might have been destroyed by the dua of alone Rasulullah. This is his title. Whatever he invokes, Allah will grant it to him. But today, he's commanded, he wants to introduce to the whole world that my mission is going to be carried by my family. And these are my family. Ahle Bayti Allahumma. Ha'ulai Ahlu Bayti. Ha'ulai is my ishara. Many people that saw this high rank of Ahle Bayt, they tried to put some people who were not in Ahle Bayt within Ahle Bayt. But astaghfirullah, they have been very unsuccessful because after the Waqi'ah Mubahla, Rasulullah did not leave any teeny tiny bit gunjaish or space for them to put their loved ones in there. Have a salawat. Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajam. Did you hear the beauty? Ayman says, Ya Rasulallah, manil musabbih. Who is the one who is glorifying Allah on behalf of Janabi Sayyida? Rasulullah says he's Israfil alayhi salam, the angel who is gonna blow the trumpet and everyone is gonna die. And then on his second blow in the trumpet, everyone is gonna come back to life. And that is his job. But Allah has another mission for him. Today, Ya Israfil alayka salam. I say for Allah, Allah doesn't say alayka salam. He's God. He's his Lord, Master. Go and do tasbih on behalf of my Rasulullah's daughter Fatima. This is the mission for you today. Are you paying attention? No, I didn't say it. I don't have time left, but I must mention this. You know, normally when we want to say up some good person, some good, oh, he's Farishta, he's an angel, right? But household of Fatima is such household where normal norms and principles, they become opposite. It's not that Janabi Sayyida is like an angel. She's even asleep. She's sleeping. She's not even awake, standing on her feet. She's sleeping, and an angel must serve as a deputy, as a na'ib manub anha. While she sleeps, he must glorify Subhanallah, 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 Subbuhun Quddus, Rabbul Malaikati wa Ruh, and all of the thawab for Fatima to Zahra, Subbuhun Quddus. Are you paying attention? So never compare anybody with Ahlul Bayt. Even angels come here and serve, and not ordinary angels. The topmost in rank, we have 4 angels of Allah. Only one left, that is Israel, Malakul Maut, angel of death. He was not there that day, but other days he also used to come there. सभी इसी से ट्रेनिंग लेके जाते थे भाई. एक सलावत कर दीजिए. सल्ले अला मुहम्मद व आले मुहम्मद या रसूल अल्लाह. Who is that third angel? We all know who is that third angel. He's Mika'il alayhi salam. Are we getting it? Bibi was tired. What was she doing? Grinding grain, making flour for kids to make some rotis, right? She used to do that. Imam Ali will clean the house. Imam Ali will fetch water, bring water from the well. They didn't have this luxury of the water taps and water supply we have today. They didn't have gas, they didn't have electricity, they didn't have electric burners, stoves, ovens, these barbecue. Oh yeah. They didn't have this luxury. These are the final lines, and this is the message. One day, Rasulullah enters the house. What is the scene there? hand mill. Imam Ali on one side, Janab Sayyidah on the other. And they are both grinding the grains together. Yeah, Qurban Jai. Both together. Imam Ali is helping Bibi Sayyidah. Pay attention. What a blessed apostle we have. It's an honor for us to be a Muhammadi. Greatest apostle of Allah comes close, sits down beside them, says, who among you two is a bit tired? So they, move away. I will grind grains for Hassan and Hussein and for you guys. Are you paying attention? This is the house of Janab Sayyidah. There's so much to learn. Look at the seerah of Rasulullah. Now he starts making comments. And this will make the result. This is maybe the summary and message of my speech. And please allow me to give you quickly, though I have to look at the hadith, the thawab. Imam Ali says that Rasulullah came to us, and another day, look, this greatest warrior ever, who uprooted the gate of heaven with one finger. Any opponent came in his front, he crushed him, destroyed him, killed him. That strong, big warrior at home, what he's doing, pay attention. He says, he himself is the Ravi. And one day Rasulullah came, Janab Sayyidah was sitting beside the pot. Dekchi ke paas bathi, handiya bana rahi thi, she was cooking. And I was cleaning the lentils. Dal saaf kar rahe the Maula Ali. Now pay attention. How much you have to express your nafs, your ego. Rasulullah knows this. He starts giving us food now. He says, Ya Ali, if anybody help their family at home, now this is precisely for men. Ladies, they also have lots of thawab, but let me just at least help you with convincing these gents here to help you out at home. I hope you're okay. I don't know, with your forks, with your knives, butter knives, you want to attack me. But let me give you the thawab at least. If you help, he's giving it to Imam Ali. He says, oh Ali, for every single hair on your body, pay attention. Rasulullah says, if you help your wife, your daughter, your son at home, it's a household, not limited to only wife, but especially to wife. Rasulullah explains himself. He says, if you help them, what is going to happen? بِكُلِّ شَعْرَةٍ عَلَى بَدَنِهِ عِبَادَةُ السَّنَةِ. Allah will give him reward as he has worshipped Allah for every single hair on his body. Well, I have less hair, so I lose. My thawab is less. Allah knows me. Allah gave me thawab as I used to be 20 years old, according to that number of hair. But if somebody wants to, lend their hair to me, I don't mind that. You especially, man, you're doing israf, that many hair. For every single hair. Allah. Ya Allah Sallim Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. I know my time is about up, but let me give you this beauty. Rasulullah says, for every single hair, for one hair, thawab of 1 year worship. How was that worship? Continuously fasting during day and salat al-tahajjud, salatul layl during night. For one hair. Now you count your body here. How many are? Point. There's lots of thawab near Allah Jalla Shanu, dear brothers and sisters. If we help our family members, we gotta be helpful. We gotta be, soft at them. And then Rasulullah said, أَعْطَاهُ اللَّهُ ثَوَابَ مِثْلَ مَا أَعْطَاهُ اللَّهُ الصَّابِرِينَ. He will get the reward of sabirin, patient ones, and he personifies 3 great Anbiyas. He says, Thawab of Dawood Nabi, Yaqub Nabi, Isa Ruhullah, Sabr Thawab. He stopped there? No. He continued quickly. Ya Ali, man kana fi khidmatil ayali fil bayt walam ya'naf. who was helping their family at home, and he did not mind. He did not take it on his enough. Me as a man, no, it's your job. You're a woman. You gotta do it. No, he doesn't think that way. He thinks she's an insan. She cannot do it alone. I have energy. I'm strong. I have time. I can help. I should be helping them. This is true essence of Islam, dear brothers and sisters. When we need, we go as the need of the day, as long as it is within the commands of Allah. We don't do haram as need of the day, but as long as we can be a help, please offer your helping hand. This is Islam. Imam Sajjad says 2 steps only. Ya kalam yajurul kalam. The ledger of martyrs, Allah will open and put his name in shuhada. Somebody who helps wife. What else? 1,000 shaheed reward for day and night for killing his nafs. When he helps family, especially when he doesn't like it. I'm tired. I worked all day long. I have no energy. But then I think, you know what? My apostle said, there's lots of thawab saghir here. Help your wife. And what? I will put you in paradise without any reckoning. Bidun hisab. What else do we need? What is basically Rasulullah trying to say? I gotta stop here. There's much, much more reward mentioned in this hadith. Jami' al-Akhbar li-Sha'iri, page 102, and Fasl al-Tasi' al-Khamsoon, 59, fi khidmat al-ayal is the chapter, helping your family. Is the chapter. And this is just one book. I chose this beautiful hadith from here. You will find this one and likeness in everywhere. Why is all this? To give our mothers solace. To give them confidence. Please never give up. There's lots of help there from Allah, from within family, from Rasulullah. Their dua is always with you. Remember Imam Zamani said, we do dua for you. If it were not for our duas, you might have been destroyed in a second. This is the beauty of Islam. Now, what we gotta do? We gotta give it, give it back to family. We gotta give it back to our community. Never be miserly. Please be generous. Any type of help you can. Even serving coffee, arranging tables, helping the management team. Yeah, Ali, it came. This is, Brother Amin was mentioning they covered those decorations of theirs. How much effort do you think it takes? I don't know how many people came. I was in my place. I don't know, honestly. But it takes quite an effort. They also have a life. They have, they work. Is it the Imam Hussein is only their Imam? Please, I always speak, please, nowadays internet has helped us a lot. That it's not just you. Pull up Radhavi Community Center, Hamilton, Ontario, listen to my majalis. About every third majlis, I always mention, please help your community. Your elders, they gave it to you when you were a kid. Now it's time to give it back. This is how silsila goes, continues till this message of Abbas reaches to the master of our time. This is the plan. This is the goal. This whole azab, these, every effort, this langar, this julus, this matam, this majlis, this namaz, everything is for what? So this message keeps alive and reaches to the warith of this deen, isn't it? Are we in line with this? Please, today I would beg all of you with folded hands, go home and think. I don't like this guy, I don't like that guy, but do you like Imam Hussein? Are you helping for him or for Imam Hussein? He's never, this is first step of shaitan. Oh, why should you go? He should come. No, I come to Imam Hussein. And now, Ya Ali, mathaluka fi ummati ka mathalil Kaaba. Your likeness in this ummah is like Kaaba. You never go to anybody. Everybody must come to Kaaba. Likewise, we must come to Imam Hussein, who is the successor of Imam Ali. And today, the successor of Imam Hussein is our master, our Mawla. This is the mindset Ahlul Bayt need from us. And you tell me if all of us on the globe, all the Shias, lovers, followers of Ahlul Bayt, they build up this mindset. You know what? I don't care this Zayd, Bakr, Ali. I don't care about them. I care about Imam Hussein. I didn't come here to help them. I come here to help myself. Imam Hussein doesn't need my help. Basically, I help, and that is basically help for myself. But in let's say appearance, I help Imam Hussein. I support his cause. I support Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. This should be our thinking. If something, anything other than this comes in our mind, I say about myself, if the day I start realizing, oh, there will be so and so person, I don't want to go there. That is shaitan. He said, no, Adam, no. From mud and from fire. Fire is better than mud. This is the fikr of shaitan. Na'udhu billah wa nastajiru billahi min shaitan. Tonight, I want to mention a personality, Ya Ali, who had on 110% control on his nafs. And I mean Abbas ibn Ali. روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفدا. Until Abbas is standing, enemy was scared and they were cautious and they were lurking. Abbas is there. Abbas is there. Abbas was the hope of everyone in the camp of Imam Hussein. You know, sometimes you don't do much, but just your presence, you just being there, you have a huge impact, Azizo. On the day of Ashura, as per the Maqtal Mashhur, Ali Akbar was also killed before Abbas. At the point, there are only two men left, Hazrat Abbas and Imam Hussein himself. As per the other narrations, a group of them, not only one, not two, Ali Akbar is the second last before Imam Hussein. He was even, Abbas was killed before him. But Mashhur is that Abbas went at the end, just before Imam Hussein. What happens? Ali Akbar went, Qasim went, Aunu Muhammad went, Habib, all the companions, they went. Only two are left in Imam Hussein's camp. Abbas slowly approaches Imam Hussein. Pay attention. He did not look into the eyes of Imam Hussein. He has lowered his gaze. His gaze is on the feet of Imam Hussein. In a very low tone, slowly says, Mawla, Ali mir rukhsa. Do I have your permission? أريد أن أطلب من هؤلاء المنافقين ثاري. I want my revenge from these munafiqeen. Imam, here's the word revenge. Thari. They have killed my Ali Akbar I raised with my own hands. They have killed my Join al-Qasim. I had so much pain in Abbas's heart. Imam Hussein says, Abbas, I'm cutting it short. Abbas, are you listening? The voices in the tent. Abbas pays attention. Imam is trying to divert his attention from revenge. He does not want to allow Abbas to go after revenge because he knows the energies and talents of Abbas ibn Ali ibn Abi Talib. He is his brother, he is his Imam, he knows him exactly what Abbas is and whose dua's product is Abbas. He doesn't want to allow him to go have a battle. He has a different plan, what Allah has planned for Ahlul. He says, Abbas, do you hear the voices? He hears voices, says Al-Atash, Al-Atash, Piyas, thirst. The kids are crying thirst. I'm thirsty, give me some water. Imam Hussein says, go, Abbas, go and fetch some water for me. فَاطْلُبْ قَلِيلًا مِنَ الْمَاءِ لِهَؤُلَاءِ الْأَطْفَالِ. For these kids, if you want to go, Abbas, if you want my permission, I permit you, but I don't permit you to go for a fight. I permit you to fetch some water for my kids. Maqtal says, Abbas slowly moves. Abbas moves. He gets his spear, gets the water skin, mashkiza. Now when he's about to leave, Amma Fiza calls him, Abbas, Zainab is summoning you. She wants you. Abbas arrives. Look at the adab of Abbas. Abbas never looks towards the upper part of Bibi Zainab, always looks to the feet of Zainab. Aqazadi, your command. She says, Abbas, sit down on the ground. Bibi Zainab says, Abbas, when I was young, very small, 2 years ago. You were not born yet. One day I was sitting in the lap of my Baba Ali, and a blow of wind came and my chadar moved from my head. When Baba saw that scene, Baba started crying, and then Baba started kissing my head. Then he did something even more amazing. He started kissing my shoulders. I said, Baba, I apologize. Baba, please forgive me. Baba, I did not do it intentionally. If you are annoyed by looking at my naked head, Baba, it was the wind, but I promise you, you will never see this scene again. He says, no, Zainab, your head reminded me of a scene when your chadar will be snatched from your head. I trembled. I couldn't believe it, but I know Baba never lies. But Abbas, when I was married with Abdullah, sometimes I used to come visit and used to think, somebody who has a brother like Imam Hassan, who has a brother like Hussein, and who has a brother like you, Abbas, how can somebody dare to touch even my chadar, let alone snatch it from my head? But now that you are leaving for the final, now I know this is the time when my chadar is gonna be taken away. आज मेरी चादर उतरने का मुझे यकीन हो गया अब्बास, अब मुझे यकीन हो गया कि अब मेरे सर से मेरी चादर छिनेगी और जो बाबा ने इत्तला दी थी वो खबर सच होगी कि मेरे बाजुओं में रस्म बांधी जाएगी। अजीजों, बड़ी मुश्किल से अब्बास ने अपने आप को संभाला। अली का शेर आया मैदान में, मलाइन ने 4000 अफराद को, जंगजुओं को, मुसल्लह जंगजुओं को वहां पर मुकर्रर कर रखा था कि किसी को पानी के नजदीक नहीं आने देना। लेकिन तवज्जो करना, ये वाहिद इमाम हुसैन के कैंप का जंगजू है कि अब्बास ने एक हमले में उन 4000 को न सिर्फ शिकस्त दी बल्कि जाकर दरिया पर काबज हुए अब्बास। अब आपने वो मशहूर जुमला सुन रखा है ना, पानी को अपने चुल्लू में उठाया, दुश्मन को दिखाया, दोबारा दरिया में फेंक दिया। खुदा की कसम, हालत प्यास में जो दरिया को पिला जाए उसे अब्बास कहते हैं। क्या अच्छा कायशा, लेकिन दर्द है अब्बास के दिल में। दर्द है, क्या दर्द है भला? पता क्या दर्द है? मख्ता लिखता है, जब अब्बास बीबी ज़ैनब के पास से निकल रहे थे ना, तो अब आगे से सकीना आ गई। सकीना ने कहा, चचा आप भी जा रहे हैं? कहा, बेटी मैं हो सकता है आपके लिए पानी ले आऊं, मुझे जाने दीजिए। सकीना कहते हैं, नहीं चचा मुझे पानी नहीं चाहिए। जो भी सुबह से मैदान गया है दोबारा जिंदा सालम वापस नहीं आया। चचा मत जाइए, हमें पानी नहीं चाहिए। अजीजों, पता नहीं किस तरह से अब्बास ने सकीना से इजाजत ली, लेकिन अब सकीना की वो प्यास और वो सकीना का अमल जो आखिर में अब्बास ने क्या अमल था? सकीना ने बच्चों को जमा किया, सबको उनके कूजे दिए, कहा, देखो बच्चों, अब मेरे चचा अब्बास पानी लेने गए हैं, अभी थोड़ी देर में मेरे चचा पानी ले आएंगे और मैं तुम सबको अपने हाथों से पानी पिलाऊंगी। आज तक कभी नहीं हुआ मैंने चचा से कुछ मांगा हो, मेरा चचा अब्बास मुझे ना दे। अभी मेरा चचा पानी लाएगा तो मैं तुम सबकी प्यास बुझाऊंगी। ये अब्बास के जहन में चल रही थी बातें। उधर इतने साल का एक और मंसूबा था। उसने कहा, अब्बास को तान में तान, तुम कभी शिकस्त नहीं दे सकते। अब्बास के आगे सख्त दर सख्त महाज़ा आएगा। अजीज एक मलऊन साहिब ने आमोश, उसने अब्बास पर छुप कर हमला किया। अब्बास का दाना बाजू कलम हुआ, मैं मुफ्त से करता हूं, बाया बाजू कलम हुआ। अब्बास पर मुश्किल है। अब्बास ने मुश्किजा अपने दांतों में पकड़ा। अब यहाँ पर सैयद इब्ने ताऊस ने मंजर लिखा है, अब्बास की अब कुल ख्वाहिश ये है कि चाहे मेरा बदन कटता है कट जाए, मेरा बदन तीरों से छिदता है छिद जाए, लेकिन किसी तरह से ये पानी का मशकीजा मैं सकीना तक ले चलूं। अब अब्बास अपनी जिंदगी बचाने के लिए नहीं बल्कि सकीना तक पानी पहुंचाने के लिए حضرت عمر ملائن نے بھی یہ بات محسوس کی. عرب جنگجو فطرت کے مالک تھے. عمر ابن سعد نے کہا ملعونو اب عباس کو بھی مارو, اپنے تیروں کا ہدف اس کے مشکیزے کو قرار دو. اگر یہ آج پانی لے جانے میں کامیاب ہو گیا تو ہماری شکست ہمارے, اگر عباس قیام تک پانی لینے میں ہو گیا. عزادارو انہوں نے تیروں کی بارش کی. خدا کی قسم مقتل لکھتا ہے عباس کی آنکھوں سے آنسو نکلنے لگے کہ مشکیزے میں جس میں سکینہ کا پانی ہے سوراخ ہونے لگے. عزیزوں کو پانی نہیں مقتل کا جملہ, عباس کا کلیجہ مشکیزے سے بہ گیا. عزیزوں جب سارا پانی بہ گیا نا تو مقتل لکھتا ہے عباس نے پاؤں کے اشارے سے گھوڑے کا رخ موڑا. اے میرے گھوڑے اب مجھے مشکیزے سمیت یہی میدان میں مرنے دے, میں اب سکینہ کے سامنے کیا منہ. عزیزوں ایک تیر آیا عباس کی اگر آنکھ میں بیٹھا. ایک ملعون نے جھکی ہوئی آنکھ والے زخمی اور بنا بازوں کے عباس کو نیزے کے وار سے پشت سے نیزہ نکال دیا. عزیزوں عباس جنگجو تھا, دلیر تھا, بے مثل دلیر. آنکھ کی تکلیف ایسی تکلیف ہے یہ جملے سننا خدا کی قسم. عباس نے سر کو جھکایا, گھوڑے کی گردن اور اپنے زانوں کے درمیان میں عباس نے تیر کو پکڑ کر نکالنے کے لیے جب سر جھکایا نا, ایک ملعون آہنی فولاد کا گرز لے کر عباس کے سر پہ آیا. بی بی ام البنین مادر عباس کا مقتل ہے کہ میرے عباس کے اگر بازو ہوتے تو دیکھتی کونین میں کوئی ایسا کسی ماں نے جب نہیں جو میرے عباس کے زخمی سر گھوڑ نے عباس کا سر گھوڑ بھی توڑا اور عباس کے سر کے ٹکڑے عباس کی پیشانی توڑ دی اس گرز کے وار نے. عباس نیچے آئے. عباس کا مقصد ہے تھوڑی دیر ہو جائے پرواہ نہ کرو, عباس طالب دو. عزیزو جب عباس کو گرز لگا نیچے گرے نا, ہمارے ایک بہت بڑے عالم ہیں سید مقرن, انہوں نے لکھا ہے ایک عالم خان میں آئے, انہوں نے 10 اشرے عباس کے مسائل پڑھے. مولا عباس خان میں ملے, جا کر کہو تم نے آج تک میرا سب سے دردناک مقتل کا حصہ نہیں پڑھا. وہ ڈر گئے. ہم مولا میں ہمیشہ آپ کے مسائل پڑھتا ہوں, کون سا آپ کے مقتل کا حصہ ایسا ہے جو سب سے دردناک ہے؟ اور میں نے نہیں پڑھا. میں نے تو یہ بھی کہا ہے کہ جب آپ کو جناب سکینہ نے ودا کرتے کہا تھا چچا پانی نہیں چاہیے, آپ بس ہمارے ساتھ رہے, اس سے بڑھ کر آپ کا درد ہوگا. کہا تم نے یہ کیوں نہیں بتایا کہ جب میرے سر پر گھوڑ تو خار پر میرے ہاتھ تو تھے نہیں, اب میں گھوڑے کی زین پہ بیٹھا تھا. اب مجھے بتاؤ کوئی سوار جب گھوڑے سے نیچے گرتا ہے اور بلندی سے نیچے آتا ہے تو اس کے ہاتھ تو ہوتے نہیں, اور فطرتاً انسان پہلے زمین پر اپنے ہاتھ لگاتا ہے. جب میرے ہاتھ نہ تھے تصور کرو میں گھوڑے کی زین سے زمین پر کیسے گرا تھا, اور میرا گھوڑا اس وقت دوڑ رہا تھا. مولا عباس کہتے ہیں میں اپنے رخسار کے بعد جب ریت پر گرا تو میرے سر پر خنجر لے کر شمرا پہنچا. بس آخری جملہ اس کے بعد ایک اور حدیث. مولا حسین شمر نے پکار کے کہا جس نے ابو تراب سے بدلہ لینا ہے اس کا بیٹا گھوڑے سے گر چکا ہے اور اس کے ہاتھ بھی نہیں, اور اگر علی زادہ سے اپنا انتقال. مولا حسین آئے, بس ایک دو جملے. مولا عباس کی مصیبت ہے نا, مولا عباس طالب دعا, ان کا لقب ہے باب الحوائج, جہاں آپ کی مرادیں پوری ہوتی ہیں, جہاں آپ کی تمنائیں اللہ آپ کو دیتے ہیں. عباس سے دعا کرو, جس کو امام معصوم نے ٹائٹل دیا باب الحوائج, ضرورتیں حاجتیں پوری کرنے کا دروازہ, اس کے دروازے سے کبھی خالی پلٹائے گا؟ کبھی نہیں. امام آئے, سر حسین نے عباس کا سر زانوں پہ رکھا. عباس سے گویا تھوڑا سا بدن کو سرکایا, سر ہٹانا چاہا, کہا عباس حسین سے ناراض ہو کہ میں نے تمہیں جہاد کی اجازت نہیں دی. عباس کا بدن کانپ گیا. مولا کنیز زادہ اور اپنے آقا سے ناراض, میں یہ سوچ بھی نہیں سکتا. مولا یہ ہے کہ میں کنیز کا بیٹا ہوں اور آپ سرور کائنات کی جو جنت کی سردار ہے اس کے بیٹے ہیں. میرا سر کنیز زادے کا سر آپ کے میرا سر آپ کے ذہن میں رکھنا میری غیرت گوارا نہیں کرتی. عزیزو, امام حسین نے کہا عباس کوئی تمنا اور ہے تو بتاؤ. کہا مولا اماں نے مجھے بتایا تھا جب میں پیدا ہوا تھا نا تو سب سے پہلے میں نے آپ کے چہرے کی زیارت کی تھی. مولا ایک آنکھ میں تیر لگا ہے اور دوسری آنکھ میں خون بھرا ہے. اگر میرے بازو ہوتے میں یہ زحمت نہ دیتا, میرا تیر نکال دیجئے اور آنکھ کا خون صاف کر دیجئے. ایک زیارت آپ کی آخری بار کرنا چاہتا ہوں. ہائے عباس, تیری وفا تیری اطاعت امام پہ قربان جائے. آخری لمحے میں مانگا تو کیا مانگا, زیارت امام حسین. امام نے صاف کیا, تیر نکالا, کہا عباس ایک میری بھی آرزو ہے. مولا میرے بازو ہوتے تو میں ابھی آپ کی حاجت پوری کرتا. بہرحال جو میرے لائق حکم ہے فرمائی. کہا عباس ساری عمر کبھی مولا, کبھی سید, کبھی آقا, کبھی سرور جنان کہہ کے پکارا. آج ایک بار بھیا کہہ کر مجھے سینے سے لگ حسین کو بھائی کہہ کر سینے سے لگا لو عباس, یا حسین کی تمنا ہے. عزیزو, عباس کا بن بازو بدن کانپنے لگا. عباس نے حسین کو جواب نہیں دیا, مدینے کی طرف رخ کیا. اما آپ نے مجھے کہا تھا کہ میں آپ کا بیٹا ہوں اور حسین فاطمہ زہرا کے بیٹے ہیں. میں کنیز زادہ ہوں اور سرور زادہ ہے. اس کو کبھی بھائی نہ سمجھنا, اپنے آپ کو حسین کا نوکر سمجھنا, خدمتگار سمجھنا. لیکن اما مجھے معاف کر دینا, مجھے الا لعنت اللہ علی القوم الظالمین وَسَيَعْلَمُ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا أَيَّ مُنْقَلَبٍ يَنْقَلِبُونَ. Oh Allah, for the sake of Hazrat Abbas, grant all these mu'mineen and mu'minat their wishes and their desires. Whatever du'as, questions they have from you, grant them for the sake of Babul Hawaij Abbas ibn Ali. Oh Allah, for the sake of Abbas, make the holy heart of Janab Fatima to Zahra happy with us. Oh Allah, for the sake of Abbas alayhi salam, make Imam Zamana's blessed heart happy with us. And please allow him to enlist us among his true lovers, followers, and companions. Ya Hussein, 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 Ya Hussein.
سر پیٹ کے بولے حرم علم پاس کا سر नजर जब हंस कर सकी नहाने का पंजा नजर जब गया हंस कर सकी नाने का बेआब थे बेआब हम आया रम आस का सर पीट माता माया रम आस सर पीट के आस पंजा नजर जब आ गया सकीना ने कहा पंजा नजर जब आ गया सकीना ने कहा बेआब थे बेआब हम आए पीठ के बोले हरब हंसका मशकी ज़बिंदे छूने अलम से जाने से अलम हंसका पीठ के हरब आया सर पीठ के आवाज़ गाओ सर पीठ के आवाज़ चंद्रभू से लाल है गिर वाले आया अलम से कर पीर अलम से गाओ कर पीर आया अलम की सदा अब्बास कहा हो तुम चलते हुए रब की सदा कहा हो तुम चलते हुए मोसे रब की सदा हो तुम चलते हुए महमों से सैनाब की सदाई तुम ना सर पे नहीं जाते नहीं जाते मेरा बता کہاں ہو تم ڈرتے ہوئے ہیں موسے زینب کی سلائی جب مومن سمجھا کہ پلیز آگے آئیے تو آپ معلوم کریے پلیز زینب کی سلائی چلتے ہوئے شبیر بڑھن Abbas کہاں ہو تم ڈرتے عباس کے پرچم کو اب چوم رہی ہے 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 لگتا ہے کہ زہرا کی لگتا ہے کہ زہرا کی دعا چوم رہی ہے عباس کے پرچم سب یہ چوم رہی ہے عباس چوم رہی ہے عباس رہی ہے آج سکھنا تیرے عباس گلا آج سکھنا تیرے عباس گلا دریا کے کنارے پہ قضا چوم رہی ہے لگتا ہے کہ زہرا کی لگتا ہے کہ زہرا کی دعا چوم رہی ہے عباس کے پرچم کو اب چوم رہی ہے عباس رہی ہے عباس رہی ہے یوں بھی گرتی جاتی ہے ایسا چوکے وہ بھی گرتی جاتی ہے ایسا چھوٹے علم کو جیسے کہ یہ زینب کی رضا چوم رہی ہے لگتا ہے کہ زہرا کی لگتا ہے کہ زہرا کی دعا چوم رہی ہے عباس کے پرچم کو اب چوم رہی ہے عباس رہی ہے عباس चूम रही है, सर अपना पटकता है किनारों पे पानी, सर अपना पटकता है किनारों पे पानी, इश्क को मातम की सदा चूम रही है, लगता है कि ज़हरा की, लगता है कि ज़हरा की दुआ चूम रही है, अब्बास के परचम को हवा चूम रही है, अब्बास के परचम को हवा चूम रही है, सर झूम के बाजी का, सर झूम के बाजी का, सर झूम के बाजी का, इब्ने अली ने सर झूम के बाजी का, इब्ने अली ने अब्बास बदर मेरे बाबा चूम रही है, लगता है कि ज़हरा की, लगता है कि ज़हरा की दुआ चूम रही, चूम रही है, अब्बास इजाज़त दीजिए हम लोग से दो शुरू करेंगे, अब्बास के परचम को हवा चूम रही है, लबे फरात अलमदारे करबला, लबे फरात अलमदारे करबला, सुन के आया, लबे फरात आगे भी रातें फॉलो कर یہ سوچیے کہ آپ لوگ کربلا کے محل میں کھڑے ہیں اور یہ دعا کرتے ہیں، ارے عباس یا بالفضل الأرقام ساقائے حرم رکھ لینا برم ہم در پہ تمہارے آئے ہیں ساقائے حرم رکھ لینا برم ہم در پہ تمہارے اب تم بھی نہیں ہم کو ٹھکرا تم بھی نہیں ہم کو ٹھکرانا ہم دنیا کے ارے ابصار سہارے ٹوٹ چکے ہمیں اپنے پرائے ٹوٹ چکے ارے ابصار سہارے ٹوٹ چکے ہمیں اپنے پرائے لوٹ چکے تم اپنی پناہوں میں لے لو ہم رن سے بہت گھبرائے ہیں صفائے حرم رکھ لینا برم ہم در پہ تمہارے آئے ہیں ارے مولا 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 تم بے حوائج ہو روزے پہ مجھے بھی بلوا لو غربت کے سبب جو آ نہ سکے ہم ان کے عریضے لائے ہیں عباس یا بالفضل الأرقام ارے عشقوں کی زبان پہچانتے ہو جو دل میں ہے وہ جانتے ہو عشقوں کی زبان پہچانتے ہو جو دل میں ہے وہ جانتے ہو ہم کہہ نہیں سکتے تم سن لو ہم کہہ نہیں سکتے تم سن لو بس ہاتھوں کو
خاتم النبيين السلام عليك يا ولي الله علي المرتضى عميد المؤمنين السلام عليك يا خديجة الكبرى أم المؤمنين السلام عليك يا صديقة الطاهرة فاطمة الزهراء زينة النساء العالمين السلام عليك يا حسن المصطفى السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي هلت بفنائك عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار ولا جعل الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم السلام على النبي وعلى أولاده وعلى أصحابه وفيك يا أبا الفضل العباس وفيك وبنتك سكينة ورقية جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام عليك يا محمد بن علي الباقر وجعفر بن محمد الصادق وموسى بن جعفر القاسم وعلي بن موسى الرضا ومحمد بن علي التقي الجواد وعلي بن محمد النقي الهادي والحسن بن علي العسكري السلام عليك يا مولانا يا صاحب الزمان سيدي الأمان الأمان من فتنة الزمان السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن مشترك القرآن وكعبة الإيمان السلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته